Welcome to today's class. I want to begin today in mountain pose. Feel the ground firmly beneath you, palms facing forward, shoulders back. Bring your hands to heart center. Take some time here to set your intention for this practice. If you do not have one of your own, allow me to offer you this one. Today I will feel my body. We often fall out of touch with our bodies, and today I want you to come back to you. I don't want you to imagine what a pose is supposed to look like. I want you to imagine what it should feel like. We're going to start to come into a palm tree pose by interlacing your fingers. Inhale and bring your arms up above your head. I want you to feel the extension of your spine, starting at your sacrum. Let your palm tree sway to the right. Let your hips come slightly left to create space. I want you to feel the extension in your ribs. Come back to neutral palm tree. Press your hips forward to come into a standing back bend. If this isn't available to you today, you can place your hands in your pockets on your glutes and let your head lean back. Come back neutral, root into your feet, and feel your mat under you while you feel your upper body stretch toward the sky. Inhale and bring your hips to the right as you exhale your palm tree down to the left. Come back neutral, and I want you to step out into a wide stance with your toes pointed outward, just slightly. We're going to start to wake up by coming into a goddess pose with cactus arms. Hold here for one breath. Root into your left foot and lift your right heel off the ground for one breath and come back down. Root into your right foot, lift your left heel for one breath, come back down. Keep your back strong. On your next inhale, I want you to lift up onto the balls of both feet, staying in goddess pose. Come back down on your feet on your next inhale. Come back down on your feet on your next exhale. Inhale up into 5-point star and back down into goddess pose 3 times. Keep your breath linked to your movement here. Inhale to create space. Exhale down to extended triangle. Let your left hand meet your left ankle. And let your right arm remain extended toward the sky. Feel your shoulders stack and keep your rib cage open. Start to come down into pyramid by bringing your arm down, right your left foot. Pivot your right foot inward and bring your right leg under your right hip. Find your stillness here. Let your head fall, relax your neck, feel a deeper fold on each exhale. If it's available to you today, go ahead and take a bind by rooting into your feet, bringing your hands to your right calf. We're going to come down into a low crescent lunge by bending your left leg and extending your right leg back and down onto your right knee. With your core engaged, let your hands leave the earth to come up and rest on your left knee. Your knee directly above your foot. If it's in your practice today, come into a bind here. Bring your right foot up, balancing on your knee and rooting firmly into your left foot. Catch your right foot with your left hand for a slight twist, or both hands for a double whammy heart and hip opener. Start to come out by releasing your foot to the ground and framing your left leg. Pivot your left foot to the right onto the ball of your foot as you use your hands to help shift your hips back, leaving your right leg long and extended out to your right. Keeping your toes forward, bring your right foot flat on the ground, hands to heart center. brace your body to shift over to the other side, staying balanced on the ball of your feet, hands to heart center. We're going to start to come down to the earth and get ready to do the other side. Frame your right leg with your hands. Walk your hands over to the right. Place your right foot firmly on the ground and lift your hips to shift into a low crescent lunge on the left side. Take the same expression on this side as you did last time. Release your left foot to the ground. Frame your right foot with your hands as you come onto your toes on your back foot to lift up into pyramid on the right side. Some of my friends, if it's available to you today, take a bind here if you took one on the other side. Start to pivot your feet to the left so that we can extend our triangle to the right. Engaging your abs and glutes and rooting into both feet. I want you to inhale up and into a 5-point star. Exhale down into goddess pose. Now this is our second time doing this. So get ready to lift your right heel off the earth for one breath, and then your left foot. Come up onto the ball of both feet for one breath, and inhale up into 5-point star. Exhale down into goddess pose 3 times, being mindful here to link your breath to your movement. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lifting up to bring your hips forward, and exhale into a standing back bend. I want you to align your gaze with your thumbs. Engage your abs to bring yourself forward, your hands to heart center. Bow your head in prayer. Come back to your intention here. Bring your thumbs to meet your third eye. Our third eye represents our intuition. In this practice, I want you to become more intuitive to your body. Send that into action with the Anjali or prayer hand mudra. heart center. With your feet hip-width apart, gracefully pendulum your arms back on your inhale as you shift your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Exhale as you swing your arms up and in front of you. Sit deeper in your chair, keeping your back flat and pressing your hips back. Keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Fix your gaze between your thumbs. Root into your left foot as you pendulum your arms down to frame your left foot, while you bring your right leg behind you to come into a low lunge. Be mindful to keep your back straight, your hands directly under your shoulders. For more, press your hips further forward. Some of my friends may find using blocks under their hands helpful here. Heel toe your bent left foot to the edge of your mat to come into lizard pose. We're going to be here for a while, so you don't need to take your deepest expression right away. Start off with your hands under your shoulders, next to your left foot. If this is enough, stay here. If you want more, come down onto your forearms in the shape of railroad tracks. For an even deeper stretch, bring one forearm over the other to rest your forehead on. I need you to breathe into your hips here. Whatever expression you're in, this is a very deep stretch. We've been here for about a minute now. Remember, the pose begins when you want to leave it. I need you to breathe. Breathe. Gently start to come up if you're on your arms or your forehead. Use your hands to push yourself up. Shift your hips back as you slide your left foot to the right, bringing your body down to the earth into deer pose. Create a 90-degree angle with your left leg in front of you, and organize your right leg out to the right to also create a 90-degree angle. For many of my friends, this is enough. Keep your back straight, facing your left leg. If it's available to you today, walk your hands forward, bring your forearms down to your mat in front of your left shin. Let your head hang. For an even deeper expression, bring your forearms on top of each other to rest your head on. Be sure to keep your hips down, and if it ever feels like too much, back away into your previous expression. very gently. Start to come up if you've been on your forehead or arms. Walk your hands up. Feel the space we've created with the time we've been in this pose as you come out. Shift up onto your hands with strong, straight arms to bring your right leg straight behind you and come into pigeon pose. Our hips should be very open from the last two poses. If this is enough, stay here. For more, walk your hands in front of you to bring your forearms to the earth. For my friends who want more, start to come down to your forehead. Start to gently come out of this pose by placing your hands underneath your shoulders to push yourself up. Press into your mat with both hands and tuck your toes on your right foot to lift up and gracefully bring your left foot behind you. From high plank, allow your hips to come down into up dog and then high cobra. Tuck your toes on your left foot to bring your right foot forward into a low lunge on the other side. Start to come into lizard on this side. Again, heel toe your right foot to the edge of your mat and take the same expression you did on the other side. start to come up, shifting our hips back as we press into our mat with our hands to come into deer pose. We've been opening our hips for over 10 minutes now. It's said that our hips are emotionally charged, a place where we store some of our deepest vulnerabilities. Your hips are also said to be representative of your relationships, not just with others, but yourself too. The most important relationship we will ever have is the one with ourselves. As we open up our hips, I want you to open up to fully being in tune with and loving yourself, releasing any negative emotions or tension with each exhale. Start to press yourself up. Press your hands into your mat to lift up and shift into pigeon. Push yourself up and gently pivot to the left to bring the bottom of your feet to touch. Bring your feet out further than you would for butterfly so that you have some space to place your hands inside your legs. Fold forward at your hips while you let your arms come down to the earth, palms down. On each inhale, send your breath to your lower back. With every exhale, see if you can fold just a little bit deeper. Slowly lift up and walk your hands out from under your legs. Bring your legs into a wide straddle. Place your hands flat on your mat between your legs. If you want a little bit more today, walk your hands forward as you lower your torso to the earth. Slowly come up and bring your legs to meet for staff pose. Fold forward at your hips, using your hands to grab your calves, or if it's available to you, your heels or blades of your feet. Lower your head to your knees. Gently come up and come into a seated twist to the left. By bending your left knee and crossing it over, placing your foot next to your right thigh. Bend your right knee and position your ankle next to your left glute. Take your right elbow outside of your left knee to pull yourself into a twist, anchoring yourself with your left hand placed on your mat behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Come out of your twist and into easy pose. Organize yourself to sit tall. Inhale your arms up above your head. Exhale your arms down to the earth and get ready to come into a seated twist to the right. twist and roll down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, placing your hands on your shins or behind your knees. Take care to keep your low back firmly on the ground. Use your hands to pull your knees apart. To grab the blades of your feet for happy baby. Try to keep your thighs parallel to the earth. If it's available, use your index finger to grab your big toes and extend into a reclined straddle. Gently bring your legs back together. Place both feet flat on the ground. Bend your right knee and bring the outside of your right ankle to rest on your left thigh. Lift your left foot off the ground and place your hands on your shin or behind your knee for reclined pigeon on the right. Place both feet flat on the ground and windshield wiper with your knees bent for a breath or two before we do reclined pigeon on the other side. Bend your left knee and bring your left ankle to meet your right thigh for reclined pigeon. Bring your feet down to your mat and lift your legs straight into the air for legs up the wall. If you want to play here, engage your abs to lift your hips and place your hands on your low back for a shoulder stand or plow pose. Bring your back down to meet the earth. Shake your hips out with windshield wipers. Extend your arms to reach for your heels. Root into both feet to lift your hips into supported bridge pose. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. Lower your back down onto the floor. We're going to come into a wheel pose by placing our hands palms down by our ears. Press your feet and hands into the floor. On your exhale, straighten your arms and push your hips up. When you find your stillness here, Use your arms to lower onto the crown of your head. Use your forearms and hands to cradle your head, keeping your shoulders strong. Walk your feet out in front of you for supported fish pose. Bring your chin through to your chest and carefully lower down onto your back with knees bent. For a supine twist, I want you to lift your hips up and over to the right, letting your legs fall to the left with stacked knees. Extend your right arm out to your side and look over your right shoulder. Let's take a supine twist to the right. Come back to neutral for knees to chest. Massage your low back with your mat as you shift side to side and roll back and forth. Hug your knees to chest. Let your feet come back down to earth. Come up into butterfly with the soles of your feet touching. Let your head hang, relaxing your neck and face muscles. Come up into heron pose by tucking your right leg beside you. Bending your left knee, grab the blade of your left foot with your left hand. Press your shoulder blades into your back, and on your inhale, raise and straighten your leg. Bring it closer to your chest on your exhale. Use your hand to bring your foot back down to earth and get ready for heron pose on the other side. Bring your right foot back down onto your mat and come into a saddle pose by tucking both legs to your side, cradling you in your seat. Start by placing your hands behind you, fingertips facing you. And if this is enough, stay here, keeping your back straight. If you're looking for a deeper quad stretch, carefully come down onto your forearms. And then down onto your back. Begin to come up using your hands. We're going to tuck and cross our legs to bring them in front of us to come into that diamond shape that we were in earlier. Walk your hands under your legs and fold forward. Start to unravel your arms from underneath your legs to come onto your back into a reclined bound angle. with your feet touching and your knees towards the edge of your mat. This is our final pose before Savasana. Let your palms face up. Start to bring your feet out towards the edge of your mat with your legs long. Finally, Savasana. As we lie here in corpse, I want you to feel the sensations of your body. Feel your mat against your body. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath flow through you. Stay here for as long as you like. For those of my friends coming to the end of their practice, roll onto your side into a fetal position and gently push yourself up by placing your hand in front of your face. For my yogis practicing with me, I'm so grateful to have you here today. The light and love in me honors the light and love in you.